Okay, hi and welcome back. Today we're just outside Carmona, Sevilla. About 20 minutes into the airport, not quite, maybe 15. Interesting property. Lots of space inside and a great big garden outside as well. All sort of in different sections. Got a fruit-bearing tree there. Very fertile soil in this area, and as you can see, you got a big tall vine hedge there, making it nice and private, although I'll show you that there are some parts here I think that you could make even more private, but birds and bees kind of come to mind. Very peaceful, kind of early on a Saturday morning, a lot of people on their villas, their plots, getting them ready for the season. You can see there's quite a few mature trees, a little bit of hedge there that could probably be added. House is older style, certainly could benefit from a little bit of cheering up, a little bit of TLC, but ready to enjoy, certainly. You've got sprinklers all over the property. It's connected to town water as well as a community well for your garden, for your swimming pool, which will save you quite a lot. It's obviously filling up a swimming pool on the town network, probably be in the region of 1,000, a little bit more than 1,000 euros in water bills. There's the house again. Upstairs I'm going to show you, I think that holds the record for number of beds I've ever seen in one room. But that's the drill here. Basically these properties are summer getaways, and usually when I get the call to sell it, it's because nobody's using it anymore, and you know, the kids, the next generation, don't have any interest in farming or working the land. And as you can see, plenty of dead fruit all over the place, which is always a clear indication. But having said that, the ground has just been recently tilled. Now, this is your neighbor here, so my suggestion to anybody, if you are looking for a little bit more privacy, is you could certainly wall, fence, hedge this area here to make it a lot more private. And then you've got some citrus here. This looks like an orange. Let's give it the old scrunch up test. Yeah, that's orange. You can see one of them just growing there. Hello, Mr. Orange. Don't know what kind. You got table juice. These days a lot of people have planted mandarins, clementines. Right, so the grounds are a little bit in need of some attention. And again, I mean, your neighbor is maybe a little bit too close for comfort here. And, you know, kind of a little bit unsightly. But certainly a tall wall all around would certainly make it a little bit more, a lot more private, I should say. And you certainly wouldn't insult anybody by doing it, but it's just a way to make your property that much more private. Little swing set there for the kiddies, or the kiddies in the adults. Now the pool hasn't been filled yet. We're late May. A lot of them have been, this one hasn't. But it's deep, big, slide there for fun. And then again, you know, you got your neighbor here to the back. So I would suggest that wall we were talking about earlier would certainly go the entire length of the property. This is kind of a closed off area here. Wonder if I'm gonna get trapped. Yeah, I think I'll have to go around this way. You can see they've got a nice stone tile, non-slip for sure. I guess that's a fountain. Works. And again, some hedge here and rose bushes. Look really Nice. And shower there. Little workshop here. The pump, the filter there. And your assorted implements. Oh, weed whacker alert. Nair, 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 nair. Love those weed whackers, so efficient. Right. And then back here, you've got quite a few olive trees. These are fairly young, I would say, in the region of about 25 years old. Maybe a little bit less. And those will generate olives for ages. I've seen olive trees that are 400 and 500 years old with olives on them. Right, so this kind of idea as well, this sort of pine hedge here, I mean, if you know, maybe even work something out with your neighbors, maybe split the cost, you could certainly make it a little bit more private. But having said that, I mean, everybody's respectful of each other's privacy. This, I don't know what it is, but it's got a very sweet little flower, little bell shape. You got a monster fig tree here. See it a little better from the other side. And there's your wood stack for your fireplace, which you'll see inside. Another one of those gorgeous trees. I thought it was pomegranate, but it's not. And then again here, you know, here's your back of the house of your near neighbor. So again, the fence is here, but you know, a very attractive wall would be easy enough to put up. And you got this absolutely massive fig tree. If you don't like fresh fig off the tree, now'd be the time to start practicing, acquire a taste for them, because you'll get, I wouldn't even hazard a guess, a couple of tons, couple million of them off that tree. And it's just been recently cut back, the owner told me. Now you've also got some vine here, no sign of grape yet, and they're usually ready sort of in the next 2-3 months, probably September time is when you'll have a lot of sweet grape off of there. Not just for the shade, but obviously for the juiciness. Looks like it could be a pool table here. Right? And then you've got, you know, sort of a side area here. Nice palm. And Steve's personal fave. Ooh, it's just coming back, boys and girls. Bougainvillea. Unfortunately, quite a few of them. With the freakish frost that we had this year, quite a few of them have been lost. I nearly lost one of mine, but I just prayed and saw that first little leaf, and it's already flowering. Now, this is an outbuilding here. Excuse me. I don't know if you would knock it down or reform it. I mean, you can see the condition. You've got a fair-sized bedroom there. You can see where it goes to the wall. Don't want to sort of jump in there. And then another sort of single there. And a bathroom here. That pump is for the water for the garden, right? And here is just another room. Let's see if I can get in there. So this is a decent sized here, but you know, as you can see, you know, the roof is given up there. So structurally, I'd put a question mark beside it, but it's on the deed, so if you did want to knock it down, start from scratch, go for it. So you've got potentially a house to rent, a house for your friends, a chill room, doghouse if you're in trouble with a good wife, and just a huge geranium there. And then this is quite a sweet fruit here. Just ready, actually. Okay, let's go take a look inside. Now here you've got a covered, vined porch, veranda, patio, whatever you'd like to call it. You know, big table for your friends, family to eat in the shade. As I said at the beginning of the video, the house certainly does need some TLC, some cheering up. They're not using it much at all, but good footprint, lots of space. Got the tiniest of cloakrooms here, but certainly handy to not have to go deep into the house to use the toilet if you're at the pool. Kitchen is, you know, good footprint. Not granite, but you know, as you can see, you've got quite a lot of cupboard space. So to redo a kitchen like this from scratch, new tiles, new cabinetry, countertops and so forth, budget 3,000 to 5,000 euros depending on the appliances and qualities that you choose. So that's an easy solution. Lounge is big. Let me get a better angle for you here. Very good sized lounge with a fireplace there, sort of hiding behind the table, but you can get quite a few logs in that puppy. And then you got this sort of, along with the stereo, 70s kind of look. Air conditioning, ceiling fan, keep you cool when you're not in the pool. Right, and then bedrooms. Could double here, decent size. The built-in wardrobe and more storage space, which I imagine must be over the bathroom, the little cloakroom I just showed you. Ceiling fan as well. Bedroom 2, a double, again, maybe a little bit on the compact side, but you do have a fairly large wardrobe here. Ceiling fan. Bathroom, sort of, if you're short, you'll fit in there. If not, it's kind of a more of a shower room. And then we won't open this up, but this here is a linen closet. And then up there, you've got some good storage as well. Good use of storage, and you can see this is deep. Goes right to there. Another ceiling fan up there. Air conditioning is easy and relatively inexpensive these days to install, but I think you'll find if you open up the windows on both sides, put the ceiling fans on, it'll save you a king's ransom in electricity bills over the years. You've got bunk beds there and a double. Let's go up to the lookout. Nice marble stairs leading up. I mean, the house is in relatively good nick. I say relatively because, you know, they don't live here, so, you know, they don't really care. Now, let's count them. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Air conditioned, by the way. So we're up to 3 on the bed count. 4, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a 2, so 6. 6 beds up here. Bring your friends. And behind there you've got some storage, which, as you can see from the depth of the wall, is pretty good. Looks like there could be a bit of a problem there with the fake roof. But, you know, the house is, I'm going to guess, sort of 18 to 25 years old. So, if you are handy, it could be the perfect property for you. Let's go back down. Give you a good view here of the lounge. Good tall ceiling. That'll certainly keep you cool. It's amazing. I mean, you can be outside a property in 43-degree temperature, and then you walk inside and it'll drop down probably 10 degrees or more. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the tour. Just to recap, 2,500 square meters, 4 beds. I don't know how many beds, as in beds in total, but plenty. Now, this is something to keep in mind as well, as we are not that far from Sevilla's airport. There you are. There are planes taking off and landing all the time. So if airplane noise bothers you, this is what it sounds like. Well, it's moving about 700 kilometers an hour and sort of stands to reason to be difficult to focus. Okay, so value priced, very well positioned. Could use a little bit of more privacy. Needs a little bit of work, but good overall space. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. Lots of videos uploaded all the time. Happy house hunting.